Y'all, I'm currently up for being featured in Flaunt magazine, going to Versace's show in Milan Fashion Week, and winning $20,000. And if you want to help make this happen for me, you can do so by clicking the link and voting down below. It's completely free to you for the first vote, but if you want to vote even more times, it supports the incredible Elton John AIDS Foundation, which they are searching for the cure for AIDS. So it's an incredibly important cause, especially for me, somebody that supports the LGBTQ plus community. It's an incredible cause. So definitely check out voting down below. I am currently in first place, which is absolutely fucking insane to say, but I would like to just solidify my position for the rest of the voting time. So if you want to help me literally be featured in a magazine, go to Milan Fashion Week and win $20,000, which will really help a witch out. You can do so by voting down below, clicking the link in the description or in the comments. So yeah, hotties, let's just get right into it today. I love you so much. Alrighty, yeah.
She's an icon,
cementing her status
she's a legend,
one of music's biggest stars.
and she is the moment.
Yay! Alrighty, hello everybody and welcome to today's pick a card reading. Yes, today we are going to be doing why do people fantasize about you? So it'll be all hyping you up. I've got my beautiful character cards here. I've got my personality traits here. So it's just going to be very in-depth and detailed today about why people fantasize about you. And oh my gosh, you guys, I'm so excited. 16 days until Halloween, and I'm gonna announce it right now because I'm too excited, but there's 16 days until The Dick Witch presents the Halloween special. So I'm super excited. It's gonna be jam-packed with some Halloween fun and content and just like fun times and exciting adventures. I don't even know why I'm saying adventures. It'll take you on a roller coaster, that's for sure. And then it will have a mystery pick a card reading at the end. So I'm so excited. I love Halloween. As you guys know, we love spooky season over here. We're all about spooky season, so yes. But anyways, this is pile number 1, pile number 2, pile number 3, and pile number 4. And just a reminder, I am offering my personal readings fall sale right now. So everything is 70% off. So you can book a personalized, ultra personalized reading with me, 70% off. You can read all of the 5-star reviews if you want, but it's definitely worth it, especially at 70% off. Oh my God, that's like a crazy deal. So definitely go check that out if you guys have been questioning anything about your love life in general. I offer all my personal readings on Etsy, so super easy peasy. But yes, this pile number 1, 2, 3, and 4. Pile number 1, 2, 3, and 4. Let's just go on ahead and get right into things today. Woo! Vanilla card, or this beautiful little crystal. I think it's Celestine. So this is going to be your reading today, all about why do people fantasize about you. And already with the aphrodisiac vanilla, I'm kind of getting like you could smell really good. I'm getting that you might like look very clean. You might like things very neat, ordinary, tidy, be very organized, and it's just like you like more of the basics when it comes to, you know, life and everything. And I feel like that's why people really fall in love with you, because I'm not saying that like you're basic by any freaking means. It's like your clean girl aesthetic, you know. It's almost like whatever is around you is taken very good care of. Ooh, so I could totally see that for a lot of different ways. But I totally feel like, especially with vanilla here, I feel like you smell really good, and your scent might even linger in people's minds, and people might even smell you like all around the world, wherever they go. Your previous partners, you know, they might still get whiffs of your perfume, just like when they're walking around, you know, like the mall or whatever. Like somebody could have sprayed your perfume like recently, and then all of a sudden it's like, whoa, you know, like I still smell that person everywhere. But anyways, that's a little bit about why do people fantasize about you? I feel like you smell really good. You look really clean. You're organized. You're just like naturally beautiful too. Yeah, you're wish fulfillment to a lot of people. This is my pile where it's like you totally give like spouse material because you might be demisexual, you know, you might not really like to sleep with people until you have that emotional connection. But I also feel like you're just kind of like that wifey material. Like I'm seeing 𝘓𝘐𝘕𝘒𝘚. She's like this gorgeous lady that was on Love Island, I believe. She's just like this bougie baddie. And literally before her partner got home, she was going around the house like lighting candles, tidying, you know, making a little bit of dinner for the two of them to enjoy. And it's just that kind of thing where it's like you make the most out of every single situation. Yes, there we go. You romanticize every single situation. There's no such thing as like a boring day with you, because I feel like even you make the boring exciting. That's really what I have to say. And I do feel like you're wish fulfillment to a lot of people. So you could have a lot of suitors, a lot of secret admirers as well. I feel like you have a lot of people that kind of see you from afar and are just like struck by your beauty, you know, and are inspired and admire you from afar. You might also run into the problem where you just meet a lot of people that maybe like don't admit how they really actually feel about you, because it's like, it's just the air of intimidation, and they realize that you're spousal material, and some people can't, yeah, exactly. The cards that fell literally can't imagine kind of like being ready for that. Oh my gosh, I'm also just realizing how dirty my screen is here. Hold on. But yeah, it might cause like a lot of indecision, indecisiveness, but it's nothing to do with you, and it's everything to kind of do with the other person, to be honest, because it's like you are to give off that spousal material, that beautiful husband, wife, whatever you want to call it, material. And I just feel like other people might not be ready for it, might not be ready for the husband, wife material, because that's really what you give off. And so there's where that a little bit of lack of decisiveness might come through, but you definitely have people that still think about you to this day. And I think that that's very flattering. I think, you know, some people might not think it's flattering, right? To have like still to have your exes thinking about you, you know, but this pal in particular, I feel like you just put that impact on people's lives, and they realize too late how they've kind of fucked up by letting the good ones go. Yeah, like I'm hearing Charlie XCX, and I was actually hearing this before I even started this reading, and now it's coming back around. There we go. But it's I always let the good ones go. And so that's kind of how I feel. It's a lot of people like regret leaving you behind, and I feel like that's why people fantasize about you, is because you are that wish fulfillment. Yeah, you bring that passion, that fire to the table that lasts a lifetime, and people don't realize it until they've had somebody else that doesn't have that same fire, you know, until they keep meeting other people that do not bring that same fire, that same emotion, that same frequency to the table. And I think that's what makes you so special and so beautiful and so kind, is yeah, just your je ne sais quoi, your aura is immaculate. It's literally so clean. Ooh, yes, for your character, we have Aphrodite. Love, lust, beauty, passion, and birth. Offerings for days. Good at the sexy time. And nice tatas, okay? So I feel like people definitely be fantasizing a lot about your physicality as well. Yeah, and like I said, like, just because you're giving like clean girl energy, like it doesn't mean that you're like basic, you know, like you're completely the opposite of basic. Like I'm seeing you could literally look like a Barbie in sweatpants, you know, like in workout clothes. Like you still look like a Barbie and you still look incredible. And especially with the love, lust, beauty, passion, and birth, again, it's like people want the whole 9 yards with you, and they don't realize getting into this connection that you're not only passionate and gorgeous, freaking stunning to the gods, you're also like in it for the long haul and for the long term, like with birth there. You know, it's like you want to be the mother or the father. You want to have the family, you know? you just want to have the family. And I feel like offerings for days too. I feel like, again, it's like you can cook, you can clean, you can look gorgeous, you can drive a car, like, I don't know, there's a lot of different things. But you know, like, you're just really good at, like, there's a lot of things that you bring to the table when it comes to a connection. I feel like that's what makes you spousal material. And so all these other bitches just don't get that, okay? They don't bring that kind of shit to the table, whereas you really, really do. So we love to see it. And again, nice tatas. You definitely have people fantasizing about that bustier? I don't know if that's the right word, but that's what I would say. I'm watching you, yes, and especially with the secret admirers, stalking social, in person, can't take eyes off you. Exactly what I said before. Like, people literally can't take their eyes off of you. Even if you're on a train, on a subway, you know, just in crossing, people still definitely stare at you, and they like the way that you look. They like the way that you carry yourself. You know, they love the way that you smell. I feel like, again, there's something to do with like your perfume, your pheromones that just like smell incredible. Yes, okay. Okay, that's a little too much. Okay, we'll go with those ones. Harry Potter, let's go. I love Harry Potter. Totally to the second movie season right now. Main character vibes, very lucky, very wealthy but generous, and friends are everything. Oh my gosh. So of course, that's why people be fantasizing about you. It's because I feel like you are so, you know, wealthy, but generous. You're extraordinarily generous with your time, with your energy. You definitely give off main character vibes, you know? And friends are everything to you, which I feel like is so attractive about people, you know, especially you. I feel like it's so attractive about you that, you know, you really just care so much about other people, and especially your friends. You're always going to be that friend that wants to lift other people up, that wants to boost other people up, that wants to be there for other people when other people aren't being there for them. You know, like, you're just that kind of friend, and I feel like that's what's so attractive about you. It's like you carry yourself so well, and you really do keep people in your life for the long term. You know, I can't say this myself, but some of y'all out there probably have had friends since childhood, you know, like, and if you haven't and you're like me, you still might have had like just longer term friendships, you know, like once you met your people, and you're pretty set in stone. So yeah. We also have Belle here from Beauty and the Beast. Enjoy reading, brave, sacrifice for loved ones, and intelligence. Yes! So I feel like that's why people fantasize about you. Hello. You're incredibly intelligent. You carry yourself super well. You might really like to read. And I was gonna say, like, it literally does not matter what, like, even if it's romance, you know, you just like to read. You like the story, you like the adventure. And I feel like you're also very brave as well. I feel like there's been a lot of times that you can at least account for where you've stood up for your friends, where you've been that person that has been brave and has, you know, maybe sacrificed for loved ones, like maybe gotten an extra job to care for the people that you love, or whatever, like spent a lot more time with somebody that really needed it. Like if there's somebody that in your family where they got sick, you would be the person that would care for them long term. Wow, so we also have Kick-Ass here, which I love, from the movie Kick-Ass, one of my favorite movies. We have Numb, saves people. Okay, again, sacrifice for a loved one, friends are everything, and saves people. So like literally, I don't know how else I can say it. Like, I feel like you are just that kind of person that is there for other people. You're kind of like the superhero of the world that we really do need to see more of. You're positive, you're beautiful, I heard you're lightning, right? So even if you're in people's lives for a short period of time, you make an impact and you sort of show them how things can be different. Yes, okay, sorry, I keep running into the camera. Hey, sorry for causing an earthquake in your day. But yes, I absolutely love this for you guys, pile number one. This is gorgeous. Nobody else can replicate, you know, this kind of energy. It's hard to fake it, you know? So This is beautiful. Okay, and it also says dressing up and fakes it till makes it, but makes it. Yes. So I feel like you guys could totally be in that vibe of just like faking it till you make it, but still making it anyways. And I really do feel like you guys like to dress up. You like to look good. Okay, they're telling me like there's something all the way at the bottom here. Like one of those. Yeah. Okay, let me see. And those. Perfect. And then we've got some over here. These are personality traits. So I thought just to make it even more specific, let's see specifically why people fantasize about you. Because again, this is all about hype. So we're here just to boost your confidence, just to make you feel, you know, better about yourself. Because I feel like there's enough hate and there's enough negativity in this world where we just don't need more of it. We need more positivity and we need more lifting each other up rather than tearing each other down, you know? Ooh, okay, so one of your love languages could be giving gifts. So you could be really good actually at giving gifts, but you could also really like to receive gifts. I don't know. I feel like, yeah, okay. But I totally feel like you guys like to give gifts. You're very good at giving gifts. You're heartfelt about giving gifts again. And you might not think it, but that's what makes people fantasize about you, because even beyond the relationships, you know, that you've had, you've probably given some really killer gifts that are still with the people and the relationships that you've been in the past, right? Or even I'm hearing like your presence is presence enough, right? So even if you've just blessed people with advice, with your presence, with just being there for them, that is something that I think is so baller and it's so beautiful, and it totally is what makes people still think about you to this day. Ooh, we have devilish here, so yes. Oh, what am I hearing? Delish. Okay, yeah, like from Geek Charming. There's this Disney movie called Geek Charming, and in it this like main character, you know, like she comes off a little bit abrasive, but like once you actually get to know her and like why she is the way that she is, why she cares about the things that she cares about, you like understand why she kind of had to become like a hard bitch, if that makes sense. But like she softens over time. Anyways, but she looks fabulous. She has her own like catchphrase, which is like delish, because her name's Dylan, but delish, like you get it. Okay. But like that's the vibe, is I feel like you guys could literally like have your own catchphrase, or you just like, you have again that je ne sais quoi. It's like I can't put a word to it, but it's your aura, it's your energy, it's what you bring to the table. It's hot, okay? It's a little bit devilish too. So I feel like people still be tempted to reach out to you. People still be tempted to slide into your DMs. People still be tempted to stalk your social media, you know, and see what you got going on, because you give off that devilish, tempting energy, which we love. Family oriented. Oh my gosh. So I love that. I feel like, yeah, the other thing that they're telling me about devilish too, paired with family oriented, is like you're not afraid to bite back, right? So like if somebody is hurting the people that you love, you're not afraid to stand up for them and to shut it down. It's like they're giving me a bunch of like Mean Girl references, you know, just like delish from Geek Charming, and now I'm seeing Mean Girls, Regina George, but specifically the part where she is like standing up for her best friend who never got a call back from a guy, and she's like, why didn't you call back, my gorgeous friend, huh? And like it's like that kind of energy where it's like a little bit of bite, but it's also a little bit of bark, you know, like you can do both. You can speak your truth, but you can also have a little bit of feistiness to you, which I think is so sexy. Yeah, and especially with like the family oriented energy too, like people, again, going back to that spouse material and going back to like the birth, I forget where it is, where I saw that. Oh, right there, plus birth, yes. It's like people know that you are built to be a spouse, you know, like people, like I feel like I can just see the ring on your finger already, you know? And so that's why a lot of people run, but then a lot of people also want to stay, is because they recognize that like you do have those beautiful family oriented traits and you're willing to go above and beyond for the people that you truly do love. And I feel like that's why people fantasize about you. Hello. Yes, good listener. Ooh. That's what I like to see, pile number one. So again, it's like whenever people need a listening ear, you are the one to lend it to them. You're the one to offer it up to them, right? You're the one that's going to be the therapist of the friend group. As much as maybe you don't want to be, I feel like that's the role that you end up playing just because you're such an incredible listener and because people really do feel like you don't judge them and that they can go to you with whatever is on their plate and on their mind, and you'll listen. Oh my gosh, I literally saw this one coming out again. Intelligent, yes. Okay. And especially because we have this other card here that also says intelligent. Like, that's crazy. You guys are incredibly smart. And I feel like you're smart because you listen, because you're willing to learn and you're willing to grow and you're willing to listen. That's what makes people smarter. Because like, you think about like the people in the world that are just like, you know-it-alls, and like they think that they know everything, and reality is they don't, and they're not willing to learn anymore, and so they kind of stay stuck and they kind of stay dumb. But you guys, you're willing to learn, you're willing to grow, you're willing to listen to other people and hear other sides of the story and figure other things out, you know? I feel like that's what makes you so intelligent. Extrovert, yes. Okay, pile number one. So you could totally relate to being extroverted. You could like to get out there, you know, share your opinions, meet new people, party, etc., etc. Or even if you don't, even if you're not an extrovert, you're really good at faking it because that's what people fantasize about you. I feel like you can carry yourself very well in public, and that's something that's unbelievably sexy. Yes. Free-spirited, again, open-minded, free-spirited, yeah, adventurous. So you really do like to go on adventures, which I feel like I accidentally said at the beginning, but I didn't even know I was saying it. So that makes a lot of sense, you know? You're adventurous. You might like, you know, stay vanilla most of the time, but you're not like totally against trying new things. You'll try something new every now and again. Nerdy, okay, especially with intelligent and nerdy and likes reading, I totally get the vibes. But again, this is why people fantasize about you. So it's like, it's attractive to other people that you are nerdy. Yeah, like I'm seeing like if you're more of a feminine energy, but you like to play video games, like that's something that's very attractive to a lot of masculine energies because a lot more men, I should say, are, you know, into video games than a lot more women. But I feel like it's sort of switching around here because we got cozy games now and it's just so many cute stuff. Okay, anyways, I could go off about video games. I could almost like make my own little side hustle channel about video games because I do love a good PC cozy game. Okay, anyways, but you guys could totally be nerdy and I feel like that's super sexy. Hardworking and bookworm. Shut up. Shut the front door. Like, look at how many more things there are in here. And the fact that we got intelligent and bookworm, like, that just tells me everything that I need to know about this pile. Like, you're so smart. We also have a photographer here. So a lot of you guys could be into photography. I'm hearing that like selfie game is strong. So you guys could be really good at like taking selfies, looking super good in the selfies, etc., etc. And I'm seeing 311 and 3 on the clock, and there's 3 saves here. So 333 could be important to you as well. You might also want to pick another pile. Hey, because there's no rules here. Okay. Anyways, let's go ahead and shuffle Love Radio Volume 4. This is available on Spotify. And let's see what messages come up for y'all today. Ooh, okay, we have feather. Yeah, doesn't she say like, I feel so much lighter like a feather without you in my life? I feel like that's wrong. Oh, it is. No, I mean, it's right. I finally cut you off. I feel so much lighter like a feather with you off my mind. Floating through the memories like whatever. You're a waste of time. Yeah, exactly. And so that's totally the vibe that I'm getting for you guys. It's like, you know, like I feel like you have no problem cutting people off, 5 of Cups. And that's why you have so many people that are still thinking about you and fantasizing about you to this day. You know, exes, situationships. And again, I do have to put this disclaimer here, as annoying as it is, but this is a general reading. So like if any of this does not resonate for you, like if you absolutely despise, hate your exes, if they're obviously horrible, This is never me saying get back together with them. I'm purely just making the observation that a lot of these people still probably do be thinking about you, especially, you know, if you are this gorgeous empath that I'm picking up on, you are going to attract narcissists. And that's something that you just have to be very cautious of, and you have to stay so far away from. Okay, sis? Because them narcissists, they're gross. And they can't do you any good, especially being this gorgeous and this hot. But yeah, just had to put that disclaimer in here. But again, you have a lot of exes that are still thinking about you, still wanting to be with you to this day. Mind Your Manners by Chitty Bang, and an icona pop. I could not say that. But that's kind of what I'm getting. It's like you guys have very good poise, etiquette. You just look really good. That's why I was picturing Holly Scarfoni like at the way beginning of this reading, because she has that poise. She has that grace and that elegance, and the way that she carries herself is incredible. And it's, you know, like she looks really good doing it. She loves designer stuff. Yeah, so I absolutely love this for you, my gorgeous pal number one. Those are the messages that I got for you guys today. I'm praying that this brought some clarity. And do not forget, 16 days until the Halloween special. It will be coming out on the 31st. So whenever you're watching this, it's coming out October 31st. So I'm super excited. Okay, but I love you guys so much, and I'll see you very, very soon, okay? Alrighty, hello to those of you who chose pile number 2, the Sexy Confidence card, or this gorgeous, almost rectangular amethyst crystal. This is going to be your reading today, all about why do people fantasize about you? And I feel like especially with starting off with like this sexy confidence card, like how could you be more clear? I feel like you guys are unbelievably sexy and confident. Whenever you walk into a room, you literally light it up. Like people can kind of feel you coming from miles away. I just heard the life of the party as well. So I really do feel like, again, you light up a room. People are kind of like waiting for like you to like come out. So like, I don't know if like you go out a lot, or like even if you don't, whenever you do, it's like the best time of people's lives kind of vibe. But you guys are definitely sexy and confident. I'm already seeing the girl from Confessions of a Shopaholic just because of like her wardrobe and the aesthetic, her confidence. Again, it's just like you have the air of extreme confidence, and I feel like a lot of people find that unbelievably attractive. So we love that, pile number 2. Keep up that confident energy. Also, with the 3 of coins here, you could be incredibly good at multitasking. You could really like to, you know, do a lot of things at one time, have your hand in a lot of different baskets, be trying a lot of just kind of like different jobs, careers, side hustles, always looking glamorous. It's like you're always up to something and you're always doing something, and I feel like everybody always wants to know what you're up to. Like there's a lot of people that fantasize about you, even like friends, I just heard too. So I don't know, there might even be a friend around you right now that's actually very interested in you that you wouldn't even realize it, because I feel like you're just that bitch. I feel like you're so busy that it's almost like you don't even give yourself the space and the grace to like really feel yourself and acknowledge the fact that you are attractive and that you are sexy and that you do like kind of bring the life to the party, you know, like you're just fun and energetic and beautiful. And yeah, I feel like people definitely really like talking to you, even over text. I'm seeing that you're just very sentimental and you're extraordinarily careful, they said, but in the sense where it's like careful, like you care about, you know, other people. And like even I'm seeing that you just like text people happy birthday, like out of the blue, randomly, you know, people that you've only come across one time. It's like you still feel that need to say happy birthday or whatever. Like I feel like you just have that beautiful, bubbly, fun energy. Yeah, and you love to look fabulous in life. Yeah, you totally might be like me, where it's like any excuse to look fabulous, you're gonna take it. And like if there's no excuse, you'll make one. Right? Like even today, you can't even see me. I'm not even on camera, but like I'm wearing this like 90s corset top with like this Ralph Lauren super long cheetah print skirt. And I'm basically saying that because it's like, even though you can't see me, it's like the vibe, you know, it's just something about dressing up that really makes you feel like better about yourself. And I feel like this pile in particular really does care about the way that you look. And you might have very sort of I heard like maximalist outfits, like even though you might have some minimalist pieces, but like I feel like there's a lot of pieces in there that are definitely extraordinary, you know, just like extra ordinary. They're definitely very extra and fun and full of life, so we love to see it. The Two of Cups is here because I feel like people definitely fantasize about you because you're very reciprocal when it comes to like the relationship. I'm never gonna get that word right, y'all. It's been how many years? 3 years since I started my YouTube channel, and I have never been able to once ever pronounce the word reciprocal. I still can't get it. Okay, somebody literally write down the pronunciation for me. I swear to God, I'm gonna start like a cheat sheet wall where I can put like zodiac signs and dates and like a little bit about each, and then yeah, the pronunciation of reciprocal because I can never do it. Okay, but you definitely give that beautiful reciprocating energy. You are always so loving. I'm just seeing this pile in particular is definitely hopeless romantics. Like you love to put on the romance, you know, you love to dress up, you love to go on dates and like really just be like cute and gushy about life, and I love it. And you also love to be the support for that person and really kind of like reflect people's emotions. I'm getting that like you've attracted a lot of opposites in the time that you have been on this planet. That's kind of like the people that you typically attract are like pretty much opposites of you, but it's like it's because of the balance that it creates in your life, you know, like you really like the yin and the yang sort of energy, I want to say like twin flame sort of energy, right? Like it's just a little bit yin and yang, like you balance each other out, you mirror each other well. And I feel like that's why people definitely fantasize, you know, okay, girl, fantasize about you to this day. We also have the Emperor energy here. So you're very strong and dominating. Again, what I said, whenever like you walk into a room, like you light it up, people can feel your energy coming from a mile away. That is the Emperor. That is like you take up space. You know, again, it does not matter if you're a feminine energy or masculine energy. We all got both. So I just read whatever I see. But I do read from the feminine perspective. But with the Emperor energy here, you could really like to own your own company. You like to, you know, work for yourself. Maybe you work for somebody else, but then you have a side hustle. Again, going back to this like Three of Coins energy of always having your foot, you're always doing something. I feel like you always got to be moving, you know, moving and grooving and up to something, trying a new thing here, doing a new thing there, you know, just being the beautiful Emperor that you are, which we love to see. All right. Seven of Coins and the Ace of Swords. So yeah, again, yeah, it's like you give people like glimpses of a fantasy. I feel like you give them like, yeah, you might not commit to a lot of people. Like I feel like you've maybe only had a handful of long-term relationships, if that, like maybe it's only been one, you know, but I feel like a lot of you guys give people glimpses of the fantasy. It's like you show them, okay, here's what you could have, right? If you were to date me, but if you're not, then yeah, you stick to your other life. But yeah, I feel like you guys give people glimpses of a fantasy. So yeah, that's all I'm hearing. I can't elaborate anymore, but I feel like you get the vibe. With the Ace of Swords here, you're also willing to speak your truth and be honest to people. So I feel like that's what makes you incredibly sexy. It's like whenever you see somebody that's wearing an outfit that you know just looks bad, you will tell them, you're like, that does not look good on you, but this will. Or maybe if you tried this color instead or this silhouette instead, you know, like you're very honest and you're very blunt, but I feel like that's what people find sexy about you is like your confidence, like you're just confident in your opinion and it's hot. We love it. Okay. Go Kick-Ass again. I love Kick-Ass. Okay, I'm getting my character cards now for you guys. Oh my gosh, a lot of like similar repeating. Okay, there we go. There we go. Ooh, Edward Scissorhands. 'Tis the time of the year. I love that movie so much. Okay, well, let's see here. I'm going to do the same ones from the last pile so then we can kind of build off of them. We got Kick-Ass, so numb, saves people, dressing up, literally like I was just talking about, and fakes it till you make it, but you still make it in the end. Yeah, so again, that's totally like says the vibe of confidence and says the vibe of like being sexy and dressing up. It's the fact that you like to dress up and the fact that you do fake the confidence till you make it, but eventually you just start feeling confident and then it's like you don't even have to fake it. And I feel like that's with a lot of things in your life too. It's like you've always sort of acted as if you already had that thing, and then it just welcomes that thing in so much better. Yeah, it's like you act as if you are the CEO, and then all of a sudden clients start coming in left and right, and you start dressing up as the CEO, you know? That's the kind of energy that it's giving to me, and I feel like that's unbelievably sexy to a lot of people. We also have love, lust, beauty, passion, and birth. Offerings for days, ooh, excuse me, throat chakra blockages. Good at the sexy time. I feel like some of you guys might not. Yep, throat chakra blockages. Not even like me talking about that. I feel like they're, even though you guys are unbelievably sexy and confident, I feel like, yeah, there might be a part of you that still has to be a little bit healed when it comes to being, confident in your sexy time life, okay? I'll just put that out there. But you also have unbelievably nice tatas. So yes, the love energy coming in here, which makes sense with your hopeless romantic vibe. It's just like perfect, honestly. I love this for you guys. Alice in Wonderland. Okay, so we have some things there that I should not, I should honestly probably take those out because of YouTube rules, but whatever, if you can read, y'all can read. Curious, vivid dreams, and crybaby. Okay, so we love it. I feel like that's why people fantasize about you. People might even have unbelievably vivid dreams about you at night. You might have really vivid dreams about other people as well. I feel like you might be one of those people that's actually a prophetic dreamer, and that basically means that whenever you have like a really, really, really vivid dream that's like almost undeniable, it ends up kind of coming true, like in a weird like parallel universe kind of way. You know, like there's a lot of symbology in dreams that you kind of have to decipher still, but it's like, for me at least, like I'll see people in my dreams and then I will end up seeing them in real life, basically. Yeah, it's kind of strange. And then my partner, he's actually incredible, where he will like see actual events and like things happening in his dream, and then that's what ends up happening, you know, like, yeah. So that's kind of the vibe. That means that you are a prophetic dreamer, and that's actually something that's really psychic, and the way that you can grow that ability is by leaving just a little journal by your bedside, so you can take note of your dreams and then sort of compare them to the events that happen in your everyday life. So yeah, that's really, really cool though, you guys. What a cool like little superpower. We also have siren energy here. So beautiful voice, alluring, and magnetic. Yes. So of course, pile number 2, with your sexy confidence, it's only guaranteed that people are going to be really drawn to your vibe. And they really just can't get enough. It's like, you know, trying to run away from a magnet, you just get sucked back in, especially if it's as powerful as your energy, believe me. And with beautiful voice too, you could have a beautiful singing voice, a beautiful speaking voice. Just people like to hear you talk, you know, people really like to talk to you, and they're drawn to you, and they feel very magnetized whenever they're around your energy because you're so sexy and alluring and charming, I just heard too. So definitely charming. With Catwoman here, love her. We have Leather, Anti-Hero, Comes Alive at Night, Latex, and a Sexy Goddess. Yes, so I totally feel like you guys could really be a little bit more dominant in your everyday life. I feel like, you know, that's what we said when we said you walk into a room and you literally light it up. People notice that you're there because you are this dominating energy. And I feel like you might really come alive at night. Again, like you might really shine at the club, or you might really like to do your work at nighttime. You might find that you're a bit more of a night owl, and so it's like you're a lot more productive at nighttime. But you're definitely a sexy goddess, and I feel like a lot of people definitely worship you. And I do not mean anything offensive by that, of course. Always gotta put my little disclaimers in there, but yeah, I feel like, yeah, you guys are just a sexy goddess, and I definitely feel like people do put you on a pedestal, but it's like you're meant to be up there, queen. Like king, you're meant to be up there. People are meant to like worship you and look up to you, you know, because you're this sexy and confident. And yes. Okay, we also have Edward Scissorhands here. So looks scary but misunderstood, artistic, and kind-hearted, left in the cold. Aw, yeah, so I feel like you guys could have actually come from a childhood where you just felt like you really did not fit in with other people, or maybe you did fit in, but like to a lot of different groups. It was never like, you know, a set in stone thing. So I feel like a lot of the time you were left out in the cold, so you really had to gain a lot of independence and, you know, kind of confidence because of that sort of childhood there. And I feel like, yeah, you might look really scary, like you might have resting bitch face, you might like to do goth makeup or like that intimidating baddie makeup. You might be a man who's like really muscular and built and just like terrifying, you know, or just big, tall, scary. But I feel like you're really easily misunderstood. Yeah, even if it's just like hot, like you're just hot. I feel like a lot of the time people can misunderstand that and can see you as somebody that's mean, you know, because like of Mean Girls, like Regina George and everything. But I don't know, even she is like kind of misunderstood. But anyways, besides the point, you just look intimidating as fuck. And so I feel like that's why a lot of the time you look scary, you know, intimidating, but you're actually just really misunderstood. And like, because you look so intimidating and because you have such a magnetizing energy and yada, 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 I feel like, again, other people in your life could have gotten very jealous of that and could have acted out because of that. And I feel like, okay, ghost, I feel like, yeah, he's coming out. If you guys might be cat people, hey. He always seems to know the piles where there's cat people. But yeah, I just feel like overall, you could just be very misunderstood. And, you know, because a lot of people see you as intimidating and see you as hot, and so you must have everything, a lot of people, you know, don't really approach you. And so I feel like it's kind of this like double-edged sword of like, yes, you're sexy, yes, you're hot, yes, you're confident, but that creates a lot of evil eye and a lot of jealousy. And so it's hard being that bitch. It's lonely at the top, you know? And so I totally feel you guys, but know that a lot of people actually fantasize about you because of this, because I feel like you do have that sexy confidence and that beautiful, intimidating nature. It's just wonderful. Yeah, and you might also be drawn to the arts as well, because we also do have beautiful voice here. So you could literally be a singer, you know, musician, a painter, an actress. Come here. Come here then. Okay, immediately turns around. He just whines the whole way here, and then he's like, nope, see ya, mama. Okay. But we are gonna get some more personality traits here so we can get even more in depth about why people fantasize about you. Hi, honey. Want to come say hi? Yeah, I'll put him on camera. I just picked him up and he goes, hello. He's a little dramatic. But yeah, he wanted to say hi. So everybody say hi, Ghost. Okay, be nice. He likes to have a little attention, not too much, okay? Okay, but sorry for that. Kind of caused a little shamble, but that's all good. Let's see here. We have planner. Okay, so I feel like why people fantasize about you is because you really do like to plan things. So again, dates is what I'm really seeing. You like to be the person that plans the dates and orchestrates everything, you know? We also have romantic here, so that's exactly what we picked up on. There's Ghost again. You're unbelievably romantic. You're a hopeless romantic. I feel like a lot of people like you because you're romantic. You might literally really be a cat person because he came right back to the table after walking himself off. So I'm sorry, his butt is going to be blocking you. Okay, keep a move on. Keep a move on, mister. So cute though. I can't. Okay, I'm sorry. I'm such a pushover. We also have patient. So people find it absolutely attractive and sexy that you are so patient. And I feel like you're willing to wait for like the results too. So And just a warning though, this group in particular could find that you get into situationships, especially because you are so patient and you do want to see things working out for the better. So just be cautious of that. But I feel like that's what's so sexy about you. You want to come down? Are you okay? Do you want to come down? Okay. But I feel like that's what's so sexy about you, is that you are so patient. Complimentary. Literally, I feel like I said that as well. Okay, baby, I love you. You got to say hello, but let's come down here. Alrighty, y'all, sorry about that, but going back to the reading, you are unbelievably complimentary. So just as we talked about before, you really do compliment other people, and I feel like you tend to find relationships that are a little bit opposite to who you actually are, because you find that it creates the most balance in your life. Understanding, yeah, so people love that you're unbelievably understanding. Introvert, okay, yes, you could totally also be an introvert as well. We also do have religious here, so you could find that you are religious. Good in bed, winky face. That's kind of funny. Following up the last one, that's kind of hilarious, actually. But yeah, we had multiple things here that kind of talk about the fact that you are good in bed, okay? Sports fan, so you could really like sports. Which kind of goes like a little bit against the girly girl vibe that I was getting, but you never know. You know, there's a lot of different girly girls nowadays. And I just watched the VS fashion show last night, and one of the themes of it was like sports. And they had Angel Reese, who is like the female basketball player out there, I believe, and I'm not the best at sports, to be honest. I'm trying, but that's totally the vibe. So it can be girly. Actually, reclaim it. Yeah, it can be. So yeah, you could totally be into sports. You like football, basketball, baseball, soccer. It is soccer season right now. Words of affirmation. Yes, you could be the type of person that really likes to actually give words of affirmation to other people, or receive words of affirmation, but you really do like to affirm other people and make sure that they know that you are interested in them, you know, and you really like to verbalize it. We also have happy here. So I love that, pile number 2. You could definitely be a very happy person. Yeah, you just carry yourself with a lot of gratitude and grace. Comfortable. So again, you're very comfortable in your own skin, confident in yourself. Strong. Okay, yes. So we totally have a lot of people who are strong here. You could definitely like to work out, or it could also just be mentally kind of going back to, you know, your history and everything that I tapped into at the beginning. You are definitely strong. Thrifty. Okay, yes. So you could totally like to thrift, get a little bit crafty with things that you make. Clean/neat. Yeah, so that kind of builds off of the last pile too. You could definitely really be very nice and clean and neat and planner and organized and all of those beautiful things. Open-minded. Yes, so very open-minded. You like to accept other people's opinions. Yeah, romantic, which I forgot. We totally picked up on at the way beginning though, and it did come out already. Dramatic. Yeah, so I totally feel like dramatic kind of goes along with the romantic energy. It's like, you know, like you like the drama. Like you like to go on dates, you know, and you like I just heard you like breaking up. Like that's not the vibe, okay? I feel like it's more just like you like the passion and the emotion and the fire, and all of those things just really excite you. We also have softy here. Yes, you could totally be a big softy. Like even though you really do, you know, like you're strong and you're intense and you've been through a lot in your past, and so it's kind of made you this really strong individual. I feel like there are still parts of you that are really soft and delicate and actually like how should I say this? Like, yeah, just graceful, elegant, dainty. Dainty, that's the best word. Yes, you're very dainty. You know, like you might be very strong and dominating and the emperor and all of these incredible things, yes, but you also still have a heart at the end of the day, and I feel like that is what's most sexy out of anything, right? Like, yeah, it's like, you know, yeah, you're tough, you're mean, you've been through a lot, yes, but you also have a heart and you also can empathize with other people. So I think it's gorgeous. Okay, but let's go ahead and move into Love Radio Volume 3. This is available on Spotify for everybody. It's free, but all you have to do is shuffle, hit the shuffle button, and then hit play. And let's see what messages come up for y'all today. Woo. 𝘓𝘐𝘕 by Bridget Mendler. Yeah, I'm hearing I'm stuck up in the storm eye. I guess I'll be all right, which is kind of crazy because it's like, bro, you're literally in the eye of the hurricane and like you're still thinking that you're going to be okay. Like that's the kind of energy that you bring. It's like you're so positive, but it's not like toxic positive. It's just like you're willing to kind of like put your own spin on things to make everything work out for you. You know, like yeah, it's like it's kind of giving like Tom Carr energy where you know, like she's been through a lot of difficult and challenging times, yes, but she's been able to turn it into like empowering confidence and empowering stories to help other women and people, you know, like with similar situations. And so it's that kind of energy where you're just empowering and you're uplifting because of what you've been through and you know that shit could be a lot worse. Yes. And I feel like that's why you're stuck up in the storm eye. But you know what? You'll be all right. Yeah. Exactly. Okay, let's keep going. Oh, ooh. Okay. When I Think About Us by Bank. When I think about us, I think about trust, I think about... Yeah, I think that's it though. But that's the vibe. It's like, I feel like you definitely have a lot of people thinking about you like pretty constantly. And I feel like whenever people think about you, they think about trust and they think about somebody that they can actually trust and actually rely on and somebody that, you know, is comfortable in your own skin. And so you're not gonna like judge them. Like, yeah, like I just think about crossing people. So like I come from, I'm not there anymore, but I come from an incredibly small, rural, you know, Midwestern town. And there's people out there where it's like, you know, you could go to them for help, but you just kind of like knew that even though they were smiling on the surface, they were judging you underneath. And that's the kind of energy that you don't bring to the table. Like, you don't judge other people because, again, I just feel like from somebody that, you know, didn't necessarily fit in with a lot of other people, you were always there to welcome other people into your life, you know, because you understand what it's like to feel like you don't fit in anywhere, you know. So I feel like you might be attracting like a lot of the misfits to be more of your friends because you all kind of fit together, if that makes sense. So yeah, but I love that, especially being an introvert. You know, you might really keep to yourself and like your own energy, but that's totally the vibe. It's like whenever people think about you, they think about somebody that they can actually genuinely trust. And I feel like that is so sexy. And yeah, I would be sharing all my secrets too. Hey, okay, let's keep going. I Think I Like You. Yes, exactly. Okay. Sorry. I always get so excited. I feel like I get more hyped than anybody else, but but it's fine. I feel like yeah, I think I like you maybe more than I should. Hurts like heaven, but it feels so good. You do me better than any other love could. Yeah, sometimes I gotta sing it because I don't, like, otherwise I can't hear the song. Like, it might not make sense to you, but it makes sense to me and my brain, and that's all that fucking matters, okay? But yeah, I feel like that's the vibe. It's like it hurts like heaven, right? But it feels so good. Like, you're so heavenly. I feel like whenever people are in your space, in your aura, they are just like shocked by how sparkly and beautiful and sexy you are and confident. And yeah, you got people thinking they think they like you maybe more than they should because it hurts like heaven, you know, because they're afraid that you're just gonna dump them and you're just gonna walk away. And especially with the Ace of Swords here and calling out, you know, people on their BS, that's kind of the vibe, is that like you will tell it like it is. So it is a little bit like, ooh, but it feels so good. People can't get enough of it, hey? But I love you guys so much. Thank you so much for watching today's video. I'm praying this brought you some clarity. Do not forget the Halloween special, which I did my math wrong because this is going to be posted tomorrow, and so it will be 15 days away. Or, yeah, no, 14 days away. Okay, I still can't do it, but 14 days on the 31st of October will be the 𝘓𝘐𝘕𝘒𝘚 Presents the Halloween Spooktacular Special with a mystery pick a card reading at the end. So I'm so excited, you guys. I've been working really hard on this literally since last month, and next year I think I'm gonna even work on it even more months in advance because this is a big event, okay? So get excited, keep your countdown calendar on. I'm excited. Okay, but I love you guys so much, and I will see you very soon, okay? Goodbye. Yay! Alrighty, hello to those of you who chose pile number 3, the beautiful masked mystery card. This is going to be your reading today, all about why do people fantasize about you? And with the masked mystery card, I'm already picking up that you are unbelievably mysterious, and it's your air of mysteriosity, as I would say, that actually draws people to you and wants, like people literally cannot get enough. They cannot stop thinking about you, wanting to know more about you, but I feel like it's very rare that like you reveal a lot about yourself, and so it's really sexy whenever people do get to know a little bit more about you. But you're very mysterious. Yeah, you might wear a lot of black clothing. You might, again, just not really talk about yourself too much to other people. You might like have a social media, but it's pretty rare whenever you post, and so it's kind of like a rare gem. Or even if you are posting, it's like people always want to know what's next because you give off that beautiful, mysterious energy and vibe. So yes, pile number 3, we love to see it. Let's get even more information here about why do people fantasize about you? Nah, like what? They literally give us the Hermit. Like, thank you, Spirit, for validating that, but I feel like you're unbelievably sexy because, again, you're willing to spend time with just yourself. Like, you have no problem being independent and, again, spending that time alone, working on yourself, exploring your shadow side, and letting it really shine for you in better ways. Which I don't know why I heard that, but I feel like that will be relevant to the people that it'll be relevant to, okay? But I feel like a lot of you guys are hermits, and so you have no problem going within, working on yourself, you know, finding your inner light throughout the darkness. And it still is very mysterious because, you know, you do spend a lot of time alone. And so whenever people do get to be around you, it's like, whoa, what? You're actually stepping out, you're actually shining. Yeah, it's giving like black cat energy where it's like you're a little bit rare, you know, like you're a little bit rare. You are a little bit just like, not a little bit, you're very special. And whenever you do come out and shine, you really do shine. Yeah, it's like you're a pink diamond, you know, like ultra rare, ultra beautiful. And when you step out in the light, you shine, you sparkle. So we love to see it. But we also do have the 10 of Cups here. So again, it definitely does give like happy family vibes. You might have a really good and close relationship with your family. You might have just like, or your chosen family. Again, your family does not have to be your blood relatives, okay? It's the people that you choose to spend the most time with because you love them unconditionally. And that to me is family. So I totally see that you guys could just be, you know, very like you like to be around the people that you like to be around. You keep a nice tight knit circle. But I totally feel like, yeah, you're very mysterious and everybody always wants to know what you have going on. Yeah, and you could also definitely be spousal material as well. But it feels weird saying that for this pile, and I don't know why. It just does. Like, I feel like maybe a lot of you guys like don't really want to be married, you know, but you still want like the 𝘓𝘐𝘕𝘒𝘚, Morticia relationship kind of vibes, you know? Yeah, and this pile in particular will also tell it like it is, you know, like I'm kind of getting you're not also afraid to really cut people off. And so you might have burned a lot of bridges from your past and like kind of gone like ghost mode on a lot of people, dark mode, you know, like you just don't respond anymore. You don't reach out. You hit the big B and blocked a lot of people, you know, like maybe you even made like a brand new account that nobody in like your personal life knows about. So you can just like be more of yourself, you know. This pile is kind of giving like, again, a little bit goth energy, but like maybe not goth. just like, just hot and like you keep to yourself and you're very, I don't want to say demure, but you know the vibe. It's like you just keep to yourself, you know, and I think that's really, really sexy because whenever people do get to talk to you and get to know you a little bit more, yeah, they're winning, basically. I also just have 444 on the clock, so you might be tempted to check out other piles, and I would highly recommend it. Yeah, it's like people like to talk to you, but I don't know if you like to talk to people. You know, like especially with the Page of Coins here and the Two of Wands, it's like, and the King of Cups, it's like you really only like to talk to people that you know that you actually can see a future with, you know, like that you know that you can actually end up being with. And so yeah, so I feel like you could have been flirted with like by people in the past, but it's like you just don't take it seriously because you can tell that you just know that it's not going to work out with them. If that makes sense, like you might be incredibly intuitive when it comes to dating actually, and like you might literally be a psychic or just you have very strong intuition, and so it's like, buddy, yeah, like you might want to date me, but I can already see that this isn't going to work out. So I can literally already predict, and I see our future and it's no future. So I'm gonna not keep seeing you, but that's what's so sexy is like you're a little bit blunt, you're a little bit honest, but you know what you want and you're very highly intuitive. So yeah, it makes a lot of sense why you are the way that you are and why a lot of people might want to talk to you, but you might not want to talk to a lot of people. Okay, it's not a bad thing by any means. I feel like, yeah, again, it's just like when people get to know you, it's very exclusive. That's the vibe. Yes, it's giving VIP. It's giving like you literally have to pass the red lines, the red carpet. Okay, anyways. Let's see here which character and things that we got for you guys. Okay, so we got a teddy bear first. So comforting, soft, plush, and cuddles. So again, it's like once people get to know you, they get to see a different side of you. One that's a lot more cuddly and soft and comforting and not so like cold. Like you just give, but again, I don't think it's a bad thing. Like I think it's hot. Like it's giving like Mr. Darcy energy too, which I know is a card in here, and I'm honestly shocked that it did not come out because I feel like this is total Mr. Darcy vibes. But yeah, you're very comforting, you're soft, you're plush, you know, like you might like to wear a lot of like softer clothes or clothes that are a lot more comfy, sweats, you know, but softer materials, cashmeres, wools. I mean, wool is not very soft. And to be honest, your girl is allergic. So, but you get the vibe. It's like, it's giving dark academia kind of energy. We also have Jacob here. I'm like choking on my own words. I feel like a lot of people get like choked up like around you, and not like in the crying way, but just in the way that like they can't speak very well around you because it's just like, yeah, it's hard. It's hard to like get to know you, you know, you're again mysterious, but you're also very warm and competitive. Ooh, values tradition. You've got nice abs or a nice body in general, nice beautiful hair, and you're very protective. So again, I'm getting that you're very protective of your own energy, which is why you remain mysterious. You might also really value tradition in relationships. So you really like somebody that holds the door for you, or like whenever I'm in heels and I'm in the car, Zach will come around, he'll open the door and he'll hold his hand out for me so I can grab on, you know, like hook on and get out the car. You know, if I'm wearing sneakers, I was like, nah, you don't gotta do that. But if I'm in, like, and you guys might like that, like even if you're in sneakers, you might still like for your partner to come and open up the door for you and lend you a hand, you know. lend you their coat whenever it's cold. Like you might just really like that old-fashioned beautiful romance that really makes you feel valued and treasured overall. You might also be very competitive individuals. So again, it's like, I don't see that a lot of people get to see this side of you, but whenever you're maybe like playing board games with like your family or your friends or something, you get very competitive, okay? But again, I feel like that's super sexy to like the people that are attracted to you in your life. So yeah, keep it up. But we got Barbie Rapunzel here. Creative, bopping outfits, loyal friends, magical, and entrepreneur. So yeah, I totally get like that creative energy from you. Yeah, also I have to mention your hair again because Barbie Rapunzel makes me think of her hair, and we do have hair on Jacob's card, so I feel like whatever hair you're rocking, it's looking really, really good. Like you might even like to interchange like out a bunch of wigs or, you know, extensions, colors, just whatever. You like to play with it, but your hair always looks so damn good. Oh, we love to see it. But yeah, you're super creative. Your outfits look incredible. You have really, really, really loyal friends. So again, you might keep a nice tight circle, but whoever is in your circle is like a ride or die. Like they will actually be unbelievably loyal for you. You also give off that beautiful magical energy as well. This one is Castle in the Sky, which is a Miyazaki film. I love those movies so much. Kiki's is my favorite. Let me know down below if you know any of the Hayao Miyazaki films. What's your favorite? It's like Spirited Away, Totoro, that kind of vibe. Okay, anyways. But this one's from Castle in the Sky. So you might really be attracted to like a more modern style house. It says one that floats, so you never know, like a boathouse. Hey, lots of land with a pool and kind of like an escape from reality. So like a lot of you might actually just be more attracted to like, you like a space that is kind of like an escape for you. And whenever you welcome like a partner into the space, like they find it really attractive because I feel like it speaks a lot more about your personality, right? It's like you don't invite a lot of people home, but when they get to come to your house, they see your decor and they get a little bit more of like a taste for what it is that you like in this world. Yeah. We also have beautiful voice, alluring and magnetic. So again, you're very sexy, you're very alluring, and I feel like a lot of that is, again, because people just cannot get enough. They always want to know more about what it is that you're doing, what it is that you're up to, because you're that attractive. So we love to see it. Okay, I'm gonna try to be fast though. I feel like I keep kind of just yapping, and I want to be like, you know, yeah, okay, that's totally the vibe for this pile because the first one that I'm seeing is committal, and especially with that 10 of Cups energy here, that's totally the vibe. Like, you guys are super loyal, you're super committal. Like, if you have a relationship, you want a relationship, okay? Like, you don't even F with situationships, and again, that goes back to your intuition. Like, whenever you're picking up on that somebody is, you know, just kind of effing around, bye-bye, see ya, right? Like, you don't put up with that, no. We also have nerdy here, so you might definitely like to, you know, play video games, read. I did see anime for this group as well. Like, when I saw walking into your house, I saw that, like, you might have some, like, anime, posters or figurines. I saw figurines in particular, so that might be very specific to somebody out there, but hey, you're at the right pile. Hello. We also have good listener here, so you might be a very good listener. I feel like you pay attention to what your friends say to you, and so if they tell you like, hey, I don't like that you did this, you will never do it again, right? Like, you're just not that kind of person. We also have honest here, which we did pick up on with the Ace of Swords. It's like, if I'm not interested in you, I'm just gonna tell you right now. Natural beauty. So yeah, you're very naturally beautiful. I don't think that you need a lot of makeup or anything to make yourself beautiful. I think that you just naturally are beautiful and ethereal, definitely super out of this world. You can't find anything or anyone like it. You're also very charming. So the people that do get to know you know that you are really, really, really charming. Dreamer as well. So you really do like to have your head up in the clouds, dreaming, manifesting, you know, a little bit romantic. Here, I'm literally seeing that like this pile in particular, you could be really good at writing, like writing romance novels, writing just something to do with like that, where it's like you're just kind of a big dreamer, writing screenplays, you know, movies, that kind of stuff. Organized is here as well. So you might be very organized, take pride in your organization. We love it. You might even have your anime figurines organized a certain way up on the wall. Like, that's the vibe. But we also have bookworm here. So again, you could totally be into reading. You could really like to read manga, just regular books as well, nonfiction, fiction, whatever. Hilarious is here. So I feel like you're very funny as well. Like, once people get to know you and they actually get a taste of your sense of humor, it's like you got people laughing for days. Like, I feel like you're so funny. And yeah, I feel like that's what your friends really know you as, is like charming, witty, funny, forgiving here. Yeah, so the people that definitely fantasize about you as well, so partners, they find you very forgiving. And even though you might be honest, you might be blunt, and you know, all of those beautiful things, you're also very like forgiving. And so if you realize that like maybe I would do the same thing too, you are willing to like forgive somebody. And I'm also seeing like your friends and your family members as well, but that's what makes you attractive to your partner, is the fact that they see that, you know, you don't hold grudges against people. You try to just like let it go, you know, and be free flowing. Yeah, we also have responsible here. So I feel like you're definitely the responsible one of your friend group. I feel like you're the person that's making sure everybody gets home, you know, everybody gets home okay, texting people, checking in on people, which is really, really attractive. So sexy, yes. Okay, but let's go ahead and shuffle Love Radio Volume 4 for you guys and see what messages come up today. This is available on Spotify as always. I just hit the play button once the shuffle is highlighted, and we should get some messages here. Forever. Yes. So I stay playing on your mind. You think of me forever. Yeah, exactly. It's like people never stop thinking about you. I feel like people always just be thinking about you. Ghost is watching me in the doorway. Yeah, I'm talking about you, mister. But you definitely stay on people's minds, and I feel like that's a little bit to do with like that mystery, where it's like, what is she getting up to? What is he getting up to? What are they getting up to today? You know, like, what's on their plate? Why haven't they texted me back in a month, right? Like, that's the kind of vibe, is people just want to know what the hell is up with you, and you stick playing on their mind forever. So even if people have, you know, I heard divorced you. Whoa, okay, even if people have divorced you, broken up with you, whatever, you still are on their mind. Okay, yeah. Man Child by Sabrina Carpenter. Yeah, and kind of going back to that energy of like being very intuitive. It's like you can just always tell whenever somebody doesn't really have their shit together. And I feel like you're definitely not afraid to, again, call them out on it, not afraid to kind of put somebody onto their next level. So I think that that's really hot. It's like Sabrina Carpenter, you know, like she's kind of saying, she's literally calling out these men from her past, and in a more relatable way to everybody. So yeah, I just think it's cool. Okay, and one more. You're the One That I Want by John Travolta and Olivia Newton-John from Greece. Yes. Okay, you're the one that I want. Ooh, 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 honey. The one that I want. Exactly. I feel like this is just a very straightforward and clear message. I feel like you are the one that people want. You know, like you're committal. Like you are the 10 of Cups energy. You're going to be an incredible parent if that's the route that you choose to go. And if it's not, you're going to be an incredible, you know, auntie, uncle, and just a person, a badass person, a figure that people can look up to for lifetimes to come. Because I feel like you don't really focus on, you know, pleasing other people. You are very focused on pleasing yourself, which is why you keep to yourself so beautifully. And it makes you so sexy to everybody else because they want to know what's going on. They want you. Everybody feels like you are their soulmate, even though you kind of got the intuition, you know, to know. No, yes, no, yes, no, 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 whatever. But yes, hotties, I love you so much. I'm praying this brings some clarity about why do people fantasize about you. It's really, really sexy. It's a lot to do with, clearly, your mysteriosity, like I said before. So yes, hotties, do not forget the Halloween special is 14 days away. It's on the 31st of October, so it's coming right up here. Stay tuned. I'm super excited. I literally worked on it for like over a month. I started last month and we just got one of the parts done. We're working on two more of the parts this weekend, and then the pick a card, mystery pick a card, will be closer to that date. So it is a work in progress. I will greatly appreciate if y'all subscribe and hit the bell so that way you can stay tuned and get excited for the Halloween special. So yes, hotties, I love you so much. I'm praying this brings some clarity, and I will see you very, very soon, okay? Bye. Yay! Alrighty, hello to those of you who chose pile number 4, the melodic dirty talk pile. This is going to be your reading today, all about why do people fantasize about you? And I feel like, you know, literally, you could take some things on this card very literally, right? But I feel like for the majority of you, you just have your way with words. It's like the way that you can kind of like charm people. Okay, and they said use people, but I'm not gonna say that, okay? It's not like you try to use people, but I just feel like it ends up that way because it's like people kind of fall at your feet. It's giving sugar baby vibes, where it's like people want to give you a lot of gifts. People want to just kind of give you the entire world because you just give off such adorable and like, yeah, you just have a way with words, basically. So we love to see it. I feel like it just gets people like soup, like it gets them falling to their freaking feet because you're so gorgeous and the way that you carry yourself, and it's just, I keep hearing adorable. Yeah, and I feel like, I'm sorry, there's so much happening here. It's like, if you can't tell, I have ADD. I don't know what will tell you, but yeah, there's throat chakra blockages here because I feel like a lot of people, you know, just kind of like give in to you in the best way because they want to treat you, they want to spoil you, they want to give you the gifts, you know? You can't look at them with those eyes because they have to give in. It's like literally impossible for people to say no to you, basically. And I feel like with the Lovers card here, this is another pile that I feel like could be very hopelessly romantic as well. And you might also want to check out some of the other piles as well, but I feel like you guys definitely love love, you love relationships. Yeah, and it's like with the Fool card here, you're not afraid to like get a little silly and like have a little fun, right? You might be a little bit of a child at heart, so you really do like to okay, very specific, but I saw go to Disney World, you know, like just kind of stuff like that where it's like you just like to play, you like to have a fun time, you like to be silly. Okay, Ghost, yeah, back me up. But we also have the Justice card here, so I really do feel like when it comes to love life, it's like you're kind of getting justice for other areas of your life in which you weren't necessarily served karmically. So that could be the instance of like, say for example, like you have parents who are very, very cold-hearted. Like I would hate for this to actually be your case, and I'm very sorry if it is. But it would be like, you know, if you have parents who are very cold-hearted and distant, the type of partners that you attract are like almost the opposite of that, where karmically they kind of make up for that lack in other relationships or in other areas of your life. So it's like people want to spoil you, you know, and I don't think that that's something that you should be like ashamed about ever, especially not on this channel. Like, we are sugar babies, okay? Like I always call the universe my sugar daddy because it always just provides for me, it always gives to me, it always blesses me, and I just feel like that's kind of you guys. But I totally see that like with the universe, yes, duh, but like also with partners too. Like I feel like partners just really want to spoil you and they want to love on you and, you know, give you everything that you could possibly want and need because you're just so adorable. And again, it's like, how could you say no to that face, right? Like literally. Yes, you're very victorious. You're very lucky. You might have lucky girl syndrome, hey, where I just feel like, again, it's like the universe is your sugar daddy. It literally just likes to treat you to the finer things in life because I feel like that's what you really deserve. Wow, yeah, people definitely fantasize about you because, come on, let's be real. You bring a lot of the passion to the table, okay? Especially the Lovers paired with the Queen of Wands. It's like hopeless romantic energy mixed with passion and fire and sexiness and everything. It's like boom, you know? I feel like you just really bring that kind of like charisma to the table. Yes, the riz, the goofy, silly, fun nature. Yeah, but you also bring like the passion, the fire, the romance, the fireworks, the spark, you know? And I really do feel like, sorry, I'm calling my cat, but I really do feel like enchanted. And I know I bring up Giselle a lot in this, but I don't know, like that's just a lot of the piles always kind of give me a little bit of Giselle energy, right? Like she's bubbly, she's fun, she's sparkly, but she also has that childlike sense of wonder about the world where she doesn't really know what's going on. And so I feel like the partner that she ends up attracting, you know, is the Prince Charming, yes. But spoiler alert, skip ahead if you don't want to hear it. It's also the dad of the little girl, the father, you know, the guy that has his shit together, has an apartment, wears a suit, is dominant energy. So I feel like that could totally be you guys, is you kind of attract somebody that's dominating, that really is a little bit more, I don't want to say of like a parental figure, but that could, you know, not like a cool, creepy, weird way, but just like in a sense where, again, karmically, they care for you and they comfort you and they love you and they want to give you everything that they truly believe that you deserve in this life. Alrighty, I just drew the last card here, but we also have the Knight of Coins, which is very slow and steady, wins the race. This is somebody that you really build a relationship with for years to come, and you might really like the slow burn in romance too, where kind of like friends to lovers sort of situation where it takes a long time for the two people to come together. Even like, and I know again, somebody might call this like toxic or whatever, but it's fucking not, okay? It's life. Even like the enemies to lovers sort of romance where it's like at first you guys like hate each other, but it's just because you don't really understand each other at all. And then when you finally understand each other, that's when you fall in love. And so it's just kind of like that slow burn kind of energy. So if that's not what you really like, just be cautious because you might attract a lot of that, being the energy that you are, because you're that kind of like slow burn lover, you know, the one that people always kind of want to come back to and just, yeah, romance up a storm. So it's nothing to be ashamed of. It's nothing to be mad about. It's just life, okay? I can't help what I read. I just help that I read it. Okay, we got Robbie from 𝘓𝘐𝘕𝘒𝘚 and Purpose Snogging. Watson from Sherlock. Hermione from Harry Potter, Flower Garden, and Magic Mirror. Ooh, okay, let's see what they all mean. So Robbie, this is from one of my favorite movies of all time. It's called 𝘓𝘓𝘕𝘒𝘚 and Perfect Snogging. And if you guys have not seen it, what are you doing? And if you have seen it, hey, let's be friends, okay? Anyways, so they say, "Fwa, these guys are sex gods." That's literally like a line from the movie. And so, of course, it's what we wrote down there. Because I feel that energy for this pile. I feel like you totally are, especially with the first card that you chose, hey. Like, you got that air of sexiness. Like, yeah, I can't explain it. You might play an instrument, you might not. Loves cats, which is, again, probably why Ghost was screaming in the background. He loves to make himself known, okay, to any cat-friendly piles. He's there. But you guys might really love cats. See beyond beauty as well. Yeah, because in the movie, like, Robbie, again, spoiler, do I want to spoil it? I won't spoil it. Like, you might be able to guess the ending, you know, just by watching it, but it's great. Anyways, and he really does see beyond beauty, I feel like. So you guys definitely see beyond the surface level, and you really fall in love with somebody because of their heart and because of their soul and because of the way that they make you feel. Again, karmically, that might have something to do with it, but I feel like that's a lot of you. Is you just really, I mean, clearly, like, duh. Like, duh. I was literally watching two models. I forget who they are. But they were talking about, like, their love life. And this is, like, okay, I don't know if this actually is relatable as I was about to make it seem. But okay, listen, like, you guys, of course, like you want somebody that's physically attractive, but that's not all that you care about, right? Like if there's a lot of like attractive men and women out there that know that they're attractive, and so they kind of use it to their advantage, like in a bad way, and they're very, very arrogant because of it. And I feel like you guys have dealt with your fair share of arrogant people in the past who just know that they're a little bit too damn hot, okay? And yeah, like I said, use it to their negative advantage. But I feel like you guys are the opposite of that, where it's like you really fall in love with somebody because of their heart. Of course you want somebody that's sexy and attractive to you, like duh, but you're not just going to fall in love with somebody that is sexy and attractive. Like you're also going to fall in love with their heart and their soul, because that's more important to you overall, which I think is so beautiful. Okay, we also have Watson here. So from Sherlock, writer, blogger, ex-military, sidekick energy, and friend till the end. Yeah. Yeah, which of course, you guys give main character energy, let's be real here. But I feel like you give that kind of like energy where you're willing to like back somebody up or like boost them up, you know, like be their hype person. Yeah, like I'm literally seeing this girl. I just went to a wedding, shout out, Zach was the best man, shout out. And there was a lady that was dancing on the floor there, and it was just her. And so I was like, you know what, like I'm never gonna let a bestie go alone up there on the dance floor. So I went up there, and I don't know this dance, it's like Soldier Boy, which I feel like I should probably, but I don't. Laugh at me later, okay? But I didn't know the dance, and so instead of doing that, I just hyped her up. I said, look at her go, whoa, yeah, 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 you know, that kind of, I don't know why I'm like explaining what hyping up is, because I feel like I'm literally doing that today. Okay, anyways, but that's the vibe. It's like, you know, you might be a main character, but like you're willing to kind of like be the hype person and be the sidekick, like when you need to be, you know? But yeah, you're totally main character vibes. Like, let's get one thing straight here. Yeah, okay, but we also have Hermione here from Harry Potter. Extremely intelligent, protect and attack. Yes, show-stopping when she wants to be, which is so true. Like, Hermione is so intelligent, like extremely intelligent. So this group in particular, you could be very, very smart, like Hermione level, Ivy League kind of smart, you know? But you also protect and attack for the people that you love in your life. Like, you're not afraid to protect people genuinely, and you're show-stopping whenever you want to be, okay? I'm getting that you're show-stopping all the time, okay? Hey, like, you're naturally gorgeous, duh. But when you really want to like step out and boom, like you step out and you boom, okay? Like, people see you, people stop, people gasp, mouths are open, eyes on you kind of energy. Just like when Hermione comes into the dance wearing her pink dress, which was literally scripted to be pink because everybody else around her was wearing very dull and very like muted colors. And so they made Hermione wear pink so she would really pop and stand out, which I love. So always wear pink, I think, is the moral of that story. But we also have Flower Garden here. Lots of floral gifts. Yeah, goths? Okay, I can't even remember. Yeah, gifts. Lots of floral gifts. So like flowers, flower perfumes / scents, and springtime. Yes, so this pile definitely, you might really love spring. It might be one of your favorite seasons. You might wear a lot of florals, floral perfumes, floral fabrics. You might like to have a lot of flowers in your house. You might like to gift yourself flowers pretty frequently, and just kind of brighten up your space, which we love. Yeah, I feel like you're just very springy overall. And yeah, you might also just like to receive a lot of flowers as well. That might be one of your love languages. It's like, yeah, give me gifts. Yeah, give me flowers. Yeah. Magic Mirror is here. Reflecting each other, twin flame, ultimate soulmate, and past life. Yeah, so I really do feel like you don't just want to meet somebody just to meet somebody. You really do want to meet somebody that, you know, will stand the test of time. And even though you like to have fun and everything, this one in particular could have like attracted like a twin flame kind of relationship as well. But Always be cautious. Make sure you're getting what you truly deserve, which, yeah, your girl is going to be posting a video about because it is in demand, okay? It's in demand over on my community page over here. Yeah, okay, but we have devilish for one of your personality traits because I feel like you are a little bit devilish, you know, like you're a little bit tempting. I feel like whenever you speak your truth, yeah, it's like very kind of sexy. Like you're just able to speak your mind. And you might not think it because like me in past relationships, like I've been really shut down, right? For like expressing my opinion. I won't say too much about it, but I've been very shut down for doing that. And in this relationship, I'm actually being encouraged to like speak my truth more. And he finds it like sexy whenever I'm like a little bit mad, like not at him, but at like other people or other things, and not a lot, obviously, because you know, how angry can I really get? Hey, I'm like a little bubble of joy. But that's what I'm basically trying to get at. Is like, I feel like people actually really do like when you have a little bit of, you know, grr to you, when you do have a little bit of that devilish side, when you're not afraid to like speak your truth. Yeah, which we love, especially with the melodic and dirty talk here. Free-spirited, yes, we love to see it. We love to see free-spirited energy. We also have charming here, which is amazing. You guys are definitely very charming. Oh, has anybody ever seen the TV show Charmed? I feel like now's the perfect time of year to like watch that movie or show. I've never seen it before, believe it or not. Literally, I just watched Practical Magic for the first time last year, and like it is a tradition now. Okay, anyways, but if anybody's seen that, would you honestly recommend it to somebody like me? Anyways, strong is here. So yes, like you might be free-spirited, fun, goofy, silly. I'm seeing a little bit of wanderlust energy. Like you just like to, you know, have a good ass time, but you're also very strong and independent and wise. Yes, very wise. People might definitely come to you for a lot of advice, and I feel like you're very logical about your advice as well because of your extraordinarily high IQ. Makes a lot of sense. Spontaneous here, right? So you might also really like to just, again, be free-spirited, be spontaneous. I feel like there's a lot of different sides to you, and it just kind of depends on who you're with that you really get to bring out the sides. Sorry, I keep bumping you guys, sorry. Organized is here. Nerdy. Wow, nerdy came out for like every single pile. We're attracting all of like the gamer girlies, the gamer guys, the gamer gays here. We love to see it. We love the games over here. I love cozy games. Words of affirmation. Yes, you might really like to affirm other people with your words, with the way that you speak. We also have ethereal here. Yes, you're super out of this world, gorgeous. Nobody's ever seen it before. You're just so gorgeous. Quirky. Oh, I was totally picking that up, especially with enchanted energy. And you know who else they just flashed in my brain? Jessica Day, okay, from New Girl. Because I feel like she is that quirky, but she's so like sexy because she's quirky, you know, like, yeah, like there's Cece, clearly sexy model, you know, powerful. But then there's like Jess, and she's like, you just feel like you can be yourself around her, and she's like a little bit weird, but like in the best way. Oh my gosh, the freaking meme, weird. I'm a weirdo. From Riverdale. Okay, anyways, but that's not the vibe. The vibe is Jessica Day from New Girl. So if you get the vibe, you get it. If you don't, that's okay. We'll keep moving. Energetic here. So yes, and I was totally picking that up, especially with the Fool card and the childlike sense of wonder. Like you're totally energetic. You might really like to run, or you might like to, you know, just, I'm seeing like running with a kite, like on the beach, you know. It's just like, you just like to have fun. You like to be doing stuff. You like to make sure everybody feels welcome and invited. You like to be quirky and yeah, just energized. You're also a big softie too. Yeah, I'm seeing you crying at wedding proposal videos. So that's totally the vibe. It's like, you know, you might have all of these beautiful things about yourself, but I feel like also having a heart of gold like you do makes you extra empathetic. And so things like the animal videos on the internet, like I had to literally stop watching those because I would cry so much. And it's like the ones where they like rescue an animal off the street, and it's like a good positive story, but it's just like it breaks my heart to think like the animals were even there in the first place. Like I literally can't even talk about it because I'm about to cry. But let's keep it moving because I feel like you guys are totally that energy where it's like a little bit of a softie, okay? A little bit of a dreamer here. So you definitely are a big dreamer. You know, I hear, yeah, big dreamer, right? Like you like to dream big. Whenever you have a plan or something in mind, it's not just like your everyday average plan. Like it's gonna be something extravagant and fun. It's like if you're planning a work event, right? You're not just gonna plan like a basic, like, okay, let's have a coffee and cookies day in the conference room. Like, you probably will have games prepared. You probably will have different snacks and prizes and like just random shit that like makes people feel like they're actually having such a fun time because you're such a big dreamer. Yeah, and you're really celebratory as well, which we love to see. You like to celebrate other people's accomplishments and just life in general, because living life, hey, is a blessing. It's literally a miracle that we're here. So of course you like to celebrate it. Hippie. Yeah. So you might be a little bit of a hippie, okay, free-spirited, spontaneous hippie goes along with it. You might just like wearing, you know, really long skirts, you know, again, floral skirts, whatever, bells. You might really like to wear bells, like a little fairy. You know, like herb crafts, apothecary. I love apothecary shit. My mother was a hippie, okay? And she claims she is not a witch, right? But she was the one that taught me to read tarot. She is the one that gave me a Ouija board at the young age, which I do not use, you guys, and I highly advise against using Ouija boards at any time because you just don't know the kind of magic that you're messing with, right? But and she taught me how to sage everything. I'm kid you guys not, because she literally used to teach elementary school on a reservation. And so it's like, you know, some people say hippie, I say witch. It's a witch. But that's totally the vibe. Like, she is a witch, whether she likes to think it or not. Hippies are witches. Plant caregiver, yes, you might have a really big plant place. You might really like a lot of house plants around you. Reciprocating, yes. So if somebody's gonna give you something, you're gonna give it right back. So if they're giving you love, you're gonna give that love right back. Hardworking as well. Yeah, and I'm hearing even in connections, like you're willing to put in the effort, you're willing to put in the work, which I think says a lot about somebody that, you know, is a Knight of Coins energy. You are in it for the long haul because you're willing to work on things, and you do believe that good love takes work and takes effort, and it takes choosing each other every single day, you know? Yeah. Empathetic. Ugh, we love to see it. Yeah, you're totally empathetic. We got that vibe, but yeah, we'll just keep going. Gentle. We have a lot more here. And then still love radio. Hilarious. Yeah, exactly. Especially with the Fool card here. It's like we totally picked up on that vibe where it's like you're just funny. You're fun to be around. You're intelligent. Exactly. With Hermione, we already got that. Good dancer. Ooh. That's what we like to see. Tate McRae energy coming out here. You're definitely a good dancer out on the dance floor at the club. You might really like to get down, and damn, you look so good. Yes. Progressive as well. So on top of being free-spirited, spontaneous, hippie energy, you're also progressive, which makes a lot of sense, like all of those together, you know? You really like to see the world progressing in a more positive and inclusive way, which we love to see. And then we have bookworm. Ow, that hurt. We have bookworm here. So you guys could definitely like to read a lot like Hermione and her books. She loves to study. She loves to read. She loves to better herself. So that's totally the vibe that I'm getting off of this pile. I love that for you guys so much. All right, let's move on to our final segment, Love Radio. Let's do volume 3 again. This is available on Spotify. You just hit the little shuffle thing, and then you hit the play button, and let's see what messages come up for y'all today. Glimpse of Us by Joji. Oh. Yeah, it's like whenever you stay in somebody's mind, you stay in their mind forever, right? And I feel like there could even be one person in particular that feels very hurt about this connection, that does fantasize about you in other people, because that, in that sense, they get to see a glimpse of you. And so it's a little bit depressing, but you know what, to each their own. And I feel like I feel like it's a lot to say about, you know, your power on other people and the way that you influence other people to your core. Yeah. Okay, we have I do. Oh shit. Okay, I'm gonna have to listen to this. Hold on. Yeah, okay, I'm getting it. Okay, I just had to listen to the first part of it, but how am I gonna fall in love? Hey, when you can't get up. I still don't know like how that necessarily pertains, but okay, wait, they're bringing me back to the first part. Sitting on the floor, drinking, thinking about all the things that I do wrong. Okay, yeah, so I feel like a lot of you guys could actually be in the vibration where like you're coming to this reading for a little bit of extra hype and a little bit of extra validation, because like I feel like a lot of the time, because you're empathetic, you know, you focus a lot on the things that you do wrong in relationships and the things that you maybe didn't bring to the table when you should have brought them to the table, whatever. But what I'm really picking up on is the fact that, like, you know, just getting out there again, allowing yourself to fall in love and just kind of have fun time is really going to open you up to meeting the people that are genuinely going to be like the best people in your life too. So that could just be interesting, because especially with the Fool card here, it's like sometimes the happiest people like are the best at hiding that they are actually hurting. And so I think it's just good to acknowledge that you guys are doing incredible, and that like if there is something going on, you know, and you do feel like it's hard to even like get out of bed, it's hard to even, you know, just live your life, because life is fucking tough. It is. This is just your sign to just keep holding on, because I really do feel like there's a big soulmate coming in here for you. I did not say this to any of the other piles, but I just really felt called to like say this to you guys. And I'm almost like on the verge of tears here, because I just feel this emotion in me that's like so heavy. And I feel like, you know, especially starting off with the Fool card here, it's only Spirit Guide's way of saying like, it's time to get back out there and embrace life again. Because I feel like there could have been somebody in your life that kind of like fucked up this this fool aspect of you that likes to have fun, that likes to be a little bit childish, and you could have met somebody that really shut that part of you down. But I'm here today to just be a reminder to tell you that it's time to wake up again, and it's time to keep being that person and keep finding the good in life, because there's enough damn people out there finding the fucking bad. So get out there. 222. I just saw 222 on the clock. You might be really drawn to pile number 2 as well. But I just really felt the need to say that, because, you know, the happiest people sometimes hide the hurt the best. So just had to put that out there, okay? I felt like that was a really big message that had to come out. Oh, sorry. But okay. But going straight back to the love message, yeah. You look like fun to me, eh? You look a little like somebody I know, and I can feel your and I can see that you want it. Sorry, I'm like trying to hear. So I can hear your heart beating. You ready, queens? Let's fucking get it. Yeah, I'm kidding. But I feel like I could be so good at having my own concert. We get these bitches hyped. But yeah, that's the vibe. Is I feel like whenever somebody is around you, like, how can I express this? It's like I feel my heart beating through my chest whenever I'm in your presence. That's how I feel around you. Like, I just feel like, wow, like I can literally feel my heart almost bursting out of my chest, because you're so attractive, and like just looking at you and getting you to look back at me, I feel like, whoa, right? Like the Ally and AJ song, like a roller coaster ride. Like you just feel like all of your emotions all at once, but at the same time the room is stopping, and at the same time you're the only person that I see. But it's like, wow, yeah, that's the vibe that I get off of you guys, is you just bring that kind of energy to the table. And it's no wonder you got people fantasizing about you, because yeah, you look like fun to me. You look like somebody I know. So I totally feel like that. It's like you guys just look like fun. You look like you're having fun, which a lot of the time you are. And you look like you're just a ball to be around. So we love it. Yeah. Okay, fine, one more. Okay, did I turn that down? I think I did. Also, sorry, my screen's all like gross. Yes, and by Ariana. That's what we love to see. Yes, and because exactly, kind of going off of like the message of like maybe feeling defeated from somebody else, coming out of that is discovering your yes and era. Because it's like, so what? Like, so what if I like Disney, right? So the fuck what? It doesn't make me any less of a person than you, bitch. Like, so what if I like trains, right? Like, so what if I like to spend my time crocheting animals? Like, so what? It's not fucking hurting you, bitch. And so it's like, and if it is, you need to check within yourself why that could be hurting you. Because it's not hurting me, and it's sure as hell not hurting anybody else. So why are you so fucking pressed? Ooh. Okay, I'm sorry, but there's like an energy here that's really just like, it's about reclaiming your power, coming back into yourself and going with that childlike version of yourself, doing the things that you know would light up yourself when you were younger, again as an adult, and feeling it again for the first time as an adult, and not feeling so sorry or bad about yourself for liking those things. Like, yeah, like the reason why I said trains is because of the train guy, like Francis Bourgeois. Oh, I think that's his name. But anyways, he's the guy on like TikTok and Instagram and YouTube Shorts where he goes around. You can literally look up train guy. He'll be the first person. But he goes around and he like watches trains, and he has like the camera over top of his head so you can see his facial reactions. And he is so excited every single time that he's literally giddy and jumping for joy and giggling and laughing and smiling and shouting and like, yes, like, oh my God. And the reason why I'm bringing him up is because he's the perfect example of somebody that was just going about his everyday life as a regular person, was finding that lack, and then went back to something that made him feel like a kid again. And this was literally in an interview that he was talking about this. But he said that like when he posted that, he did not expect it to go viral. He was literally just like having a fun time and just, again, feeling like a kid again, which I feel like is the overarching theme of this reading today. This one is going on so long, and normally the last file is the shortest because I'm like, yo, I'm tired. But I feel like, hold on, okay, because I'm almost there. Because I feel like with that energy, you know, Francis Bourgeois, it's all about finding that childlike sense of wonder about the world again and embracing it, not hiding from it, not trying to put it away, not trying to pretend like you're such an adult and, you know, whatever, because nobody fucking is. Everybody has something weird that they like. Everybody is quirky and strange, and nobody's perfect. That's why we're human. But that's why we're human. We get to have fun. We get to try new things. We get to fucking watch trains and lose our shit. Like, that's what being a human is about. And so I feel like, if anything, this pile needs to take away that, you know, people fantasize about you. People find you sexy whenever you act like that. Whenever you are a little bit, you know, like a child. Because like I said at the way beginning of the reading, you're going to find partners that want to give everything to you, that literally will not be able to say no to you because you're so adorable and you're so fun and bubbly and full of life. And so it's like, you know, like, of course you're gonna attract partners that can't say no to you. So yeah, embrace that side of yourself and don't hide it away. And if there was somebody that was forcing you to kind of put that part of a side of you away, number one, get rid of that person if you haven't already. Number two, yes and, okay? Because it's like, what the fuck does it matter to you? Yeah. Okay, but I love you guys so much. Really, I'm praying that this brought you guys a lot of clarity. Do not forget that in 14 days, it will be the Halloween special. The Dick Witch presents the Halloween Spooktacular special. So definitely do not forget, subscribe, turn on the bell notification so that way you will always be notified whenever I post a video, but particularly the Halloween special, okay? I don't care if you even turn on notifications for that and then turn them back off again, okay? But we are gonna be celebrating Halloween together. So I love you guys so, so, so much. Thank you so much for watching today, and I will see you very, very soon, okay?